Hey guys, welcome back to Fcube Factory. I am Vineet and I am back with a very new video of the Level Up series, and today's video is as important as all the videos of this series. So watch this video till the end. Imagine being born as a man, the greatest gift on planet Earth, and just wasting that potential. It's the most ungrateful thing a man can ever do. Let me tell you 9 things that a man should never do, but I must warn you. If you are a man-child, a beta male or a simp, you may get triggered by this video. Number 1. Joking about your dreams and goals. Having a sense of humor is important, and we should all know when not to take ourselves too seriously. However, there are some things that you should never make jokes about, and one of those things are your goals. Joking about your goals is a coping mechanism because you are unsure of yourself, or because you try to make others with mediocre minds feel comfortable around your big dreams. Never joke about your goals and never let others make fun of your goals either. I remember when I was joking around with a friend about different things, but he got too comfortable and started joking about his goals. Then about my goals. The moment he did that, my demeanor changed instantly. I looked him dead in the eye and told him to never do that again. He apologized and he never did it again. If people don't support your goals and dreams, the bare minimum they should do is shut up. I don't care if it's your best friend or your family. What you want out of your life is not something to laugh at. Respect yourself and your goals. Number 2. Always surrounded by others. The reason why most guys waste their potential away is because they can't be alone. They are either surrounded by mediocre people or always looking for a girlfriend to prevent them from being alone. As a man, you need to be able to go to places alone. You must know how to sit in your own solitude. Even if you are surrounded by great high-level people, you still need to go out to places alone sometimes. It doesn't matter if it's going to the movies alone or going to a different country. Being in solitude gives you time to think, to meditate, and to be with your own thoughts. Average-minded people will call you strange. They may even laugh at you, but it doesn't matter. The greatest asset you have is your own mind. And if you can't go to places by yourself and be at peace with your own mind, you have already lost. Number 3. Always alone. This may sound contradictory to the previous point, but it isn't. You need to be able to find peace in solitude, but you also need to surround yourself with like-minded brothers. The idea of being a lone wolf is a fool's game. And I say this as someone who has tried to be a lone wolf for most of my life. We may need brothers around us. It makes us better in every way. Most guys cope with reality. They call themselves Sigma because they lack the ability to network with others. These guys fail to understand that although it's necessary to be self-sufficient, it is also necessary to connect with other men. Solitude and brotherhood can perfectly coexist in peace, and you need both of them to become the best version of yourself. Number 4. Listening to influencers. There is much information online, but you should never blindly listen to anyone. You will see guys like Andrew Tate say you shouldn't read books, and many fanboys follow that advice. They don't analyze themselves and see that they weren't born with a chess grandmaster as their father. And they don't have the life experience of someone like Tate. So how could you follow that advice? This was just an example, but it applies to any online advice. Always analyze yourself and your own life before seeing if the advice even applies to you. Because even if someone has good advice, if it does not apply to your life and circumstances, it becomes bad advice for you as an individual. Number 5. Feeling guilty for being ambitious. There are a lot of people who feel guilty for having big goals. The reason for this is because their family and friends never achieved anything big. In fact, no one around them has achieved anything. That's why they constantly cope with reality. They say things like money is the root of all evil, or rich people are greedy. It's very hard to be ambitious if everyone around you is saying garbage like this to cope with reality. But at the same time, you must not let it get your spirit down. Just make sure you don't discuss your goals with these kind of people, because they are not like-minded. You can still love them, but protect yourself from their limiting beliefs. Number 6, excessive emotional attachment. Everyone feels some sort of attachment to people, things and places. After all, if you have something good in your life, it makes sense that you feel resistant to losing that person or thing. But the dark reality is that you are going to lose people in your life. It can be your mother, your father or your best friend, and it can happen when you least expect it. I'm not saying this to make this video dark or you have to become worried. Rather, I'm saying this to prepare you mentally. The worst pain is seeing the person you made memories with turn into a memory. And yet, you must be prepared to take that pain because we will all experience it sooner or later. You can't be so emotionally attached that losing someone destroys your entire life. I've seen many guys that lost someone and they haven't recovered from it ever since. I'm talking about guys full of potential that were just destroyed for years. You must be prepared for what's about to come. Will it still hurt you no matter how well prepared you are? Of course it will. You are human and it's a person you love. But being hurt and being destroyed are two different things. Death comes for us all. Always remember that. Number 7, simping. Deep down, every man knows that he should not simp. And yet, most guys still simp for girls. The moment a beautiful woman walks into the room, the entire demeanor changes. You will see their eyes change and they become desperate. Sometimes I think being a simp runs in their blood because no matter how well guys understand, they should not simp. They still double text girls like a worm. Something may seem funny, but it is actually a very serious lack of respect you have for yourself. And there is nothing funny about lacking self-respect. On top of that, a simp can't be trusted. They are the type of guys that will hook up with the exes of their own friends. Number 8. Letting yourself get bullied. When most people hear bullying, they think of school. But the reality is that bullying happens at all ages and in thousands of different ways. It can be constant, passive, aggressive comments made by a family member or someone you work with that's embarrassing to you in front of your colleagues. Maybe your friend jokes about you in front of girls to make himself look good. Whatever it is, recognize that they are trying to bully you and step up to it. You absolutely have to embrace confrontation if you want bullying to end. And here is the beautiful thing about stepping up to bullies. You are not getting into 100 fights or even 10 fights. No. If you do it correctly, you only have to do it once. However, if you allow bullying to take place, you are going to get terrorized more than 100 times. So embrace the confrontation and you will get the reputation as someone that doesn't back down. Number 9. Talking too much. When you come across a successful person, do not talk too much. Most guys try to impress others, but they don't know their place on the chessboard. It is all ego and it keeps them away from learning things. If you come across a successful man, be respectful and ask questions. Why? When you ask and listen more, you not only learn a lot, but the other person is going to walk away finding you interesting. You see, most successful people come across nobodies that talk a lot. They instantly write them off in their head. But when they meet someone that's respectful and willing to listen and learn, it leaves a good impression. By the way, if you want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by hitting the thumbs up below, and if you want to watch more such, then click the red subscribe button and the bell icon so that you get notified whenever a new video pops up. So this much for today. I hope you liked the video and I want all of you guys to remember whatever I have told you. I'll be back with a new video. So till then, stay tuned, stay safe and stay hydrated. Thank you.